Okay, so get this. We're diving into some serious legal stuff today, like redacted brief level intensity.
Yeah, no, you're not kidding. It's not exactly a light read.
And it's important. We're talking about the Trump election case, right? And this document. This is about the heart of it.
It really is.
Yeah.
See, this is about special counsel Jack Smith's case and whether Trump can claim immunity.
So, like, where's the line between what a president does officially versus personally, especially during an election? That's huge.
Absolutely. Smith's team, they're arguing that Trump trying to overturn the 2020 election, all that stuff, that wasn't him acting as president. Those were personal actions.
Because if they weren't official actions, then he doesn't have immunity.
Exactly.
We're talking about some pretty serious allegations here. I mean, fraudulent electors, that sounds like a whole other thing.
Right. Like, what does that even mean? So it's complicated, but basically, it's about swapping out the real electors, the ones who actually cast the votes for president, with a whole different group who would vote for Trump even if he lost.
Wow. So this document, this redacted brief we have, where does it fit in with all of this?
This is about whether some of the evidence Smith wants to use should be released publicly. Judge Tanya Chutkan said yes, but redacted.
Redacted, meaning they blacked some of it out.
Right. And Trump's lawyers fought hard against releasing any of it.
I bet. What were their arguments?
Two big ones. First, that releasing it now during the 2024 election could really hurt him politically. And second, that some of what Smith wants to use is too sensitive.
Like what?
Like grand jury stuff. You know, transcripts of what witnesses said, which are normally super secret.
So did the judge buy those arguments?
Not really. She said worrying about political fallout doesn't fly legally.
That's a bold move.
Right. But she did give Trump's team a week to figure out their next move, which probably means they'll try to appeal to a higher court to block the whole thing.
So could this case actually change how far a president can go during an election?
It could. It's a big deal because it really gets at this fundamental question. In a democracy, where does the president's power stop? And where does their personal responsibility start?
This feels bigger than just one election.
Right. And this document, even redacted, it gives us a little window into how these massive questions about democracy are being debated in the courts.
It's like we're watching history happen in slow motion.
Hmm.
So for someone trying to keep up with this, what's the key thing to watch for next?
Keep an eye on what happens if Trump appeals. Will a higher court force them to release the evidence? And when we finally see what's in those unredacted documents, what will it tell us about how strong Smith's case really is? This is just the beginning.
It's going to be a wild ride. This case could have huge implications for the future of the presidency itself. We'll be back to break it all down for you as it develops.